Stevens Show. Tonight on my game show with a mix of trivia and chat. So thank you guys so much for all the love and all of the support. I've been putting up a lot of new stuff that we actually filmed a long time ago. Y'all probably think I stay up every night doing all this stuff. I don't. Usually when I film all day, all different kinds of things because I'm an interesting person and I want you to find me interesting because I find a lot of your content out there very interesting and it's educating me and inspiring me. So thank you. Us here at Pronoun TV, we've been reaching out to a lot of you for a lot of new shows that we're going to have coming up in November, stuff you haven't seen. And I'm back on the stage. So you're going to get to see lots of backstage footage and you're going to get to see me performing the house down. A lot of y'all always say, well, you're not doing anything, you're just sitting around doing this because you can't give it all away because then I won't have an audience. So we'll give you a little bit at a time. Tonight on our game show is just another mix of trivia. That's it, right here on Pronoun TV and the Stephanie Stevens Show. Thank y'all. And thank y'all for all those tips y'all gave me the last week. Y'all gave me lots of tips last week, and I was rather surprised. So that's why I'm back here on Fridays on TikTok. Because now that it's rewarding, I think I'll stick around a while. So we're going to get started with our game show right now. Our first celebrity works 9 to 5. She owns a theme park in Tennessee, Georgia, one of those areas up there. She's fabulous, and she's looking for a woman named Jolene. Anybody know who this superstar actress is? Singer, dancer, philanthropist, theme park owner. Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this woman is? She's an incredible country singer. Incredible. And she's working 9 to 5. That's right. This is Miss Dolly Parton. You got that, Kevin. You got that. They told me to be a little bit more interactive with the names and send hello to the people instead of running through the show. So we're going to slow it down for y'all a little bit tonight. That's Miss Dolly Parton. Thank you, Kevin. Ooh, Miss Dolly Parton is an incredible woman. Our next woman is very incredible. She is the queen of Vogue. And she's featured in Beyonce's new song, I think it's Renaissance I think it's Renaissance. That's the name of the song. And she's featured in that as one of the divas, one of the pioneers of voguing. And she's incredible. She's an incredible woman. I tell celebrities this all the time. You can learn a lot from this woman. They say a lot of negative things about her, but let me tell you something. This woman is very smart. She is the queen of Vogue. Anybody know who this very smart woman is? Anybody know who this very smart woman is? Of course I believe in God. I'm a Christian. I come from Florida, Orlando, the Bible Belt. What does that have to do with the show? Today we're talking about trivia. Why don't you ask me about trivia? I could do some trivia on God for you. I'll do that for you next time. Okay there, Darlene or Daryl or whatever your name is? I'll do that for you next time. Some trivia on God for you. Like I said, I'm from the Bible Belt, Orlando, Florida, even though I live in Toronto, Canada. Well, anyway, this is Madonna. That's right, Madonna, the very fabulous Madonna. Did y'all see her new BBW? She's got her a new body. I love Madonna. Get it, girl. 63, honey. What else you gonna do? You got all that money? Fix it up. Make it look good. Our next celebrity was the Queen of Mean. The Queen of Mean. She and her husband owned all these hotels at one time in New York City before the Trumps. And apparently, if she didn't like the way that you cleaned the rooms, she would beat you up. Anybody know who the Queen of Mean is? Anybody know who the Queen of Mean is? Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this very mean, upset hotel owner is? Well, was. She's passed away now. That's right. This is Miss Leona Helmsley. Miss Leona Helmsley, the Queen of Mean. She used to beat up all of the maids in New York City if they did not clean the rooms properly. She was a very upset woman. Our next singer, fabulous, skinny, tall, my Jamaican guy, and Le'Veon Rose. Le'Veon Rose. Anybody know who my Jamaican guy is? And speaking of God, this woman is like a god in the LGBT two-spirit pronoun community, and she's featured in Beyonce's new song Renaissance as well. Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this woman is? This is Miss Jamaica herself. Fabulous. My Jamaican guy, Le'Veon Rose. And anybody know who this woman is? That's right. This is Miss Grace Jones. Miss Grace Jones. We love us some Miss Grace Jones because she crossed the gender lines. You couldn't tell if she was male or female. Thank you, Miss Grace Jones. You're fabulous, and you are a legend and a diva, a trendsetter. And we used to dance to all her music at the Copa in the barn and all the hot spots. Oh, we did it all. Our next celebrity is Mr. Las Vegas himself, Mandy. Some of you young ones won't know who he is, but he is the king of Las Vegas. At one time, he was the king, and he's part of the LGBT two-spirit pronoun community. Anybody know who this gentleman is? Anybody know who this gentleman is? You young people might not know who this gentleman is. That's right, from the 70s. From the 70s. Anybody know who this gentleman is? 70s, 80s. Oh man, do you kiss me? That's right. This is Mr. Barry Manilow. Mr. Barry Manilow, the king of Las Vegas. The king of Las Vegas at one time. Now there's other kings and queens, which is a good thing. Thank you, Las Vegas. You opened it all up for all of us now. Because apparently, RuPaul's Drag Race is doing very well in Las Vegas. Oh, congratulations, Ru. You're helping the young children just learn how to express themselves. Yes, that's the way to do it. Our next singer is, how do I say it? Shake Your Boom Boom. Shake Your Boom Boom. He was in some controversy a few weeks ago about some false allegations. But now that that's all been cleared up, we can get back to dancing. Anybody know who Mr. Miami is himself? He's a real cutie. Mr. Shake Your Boom Boom. Shake Your Boom Boom. Anybody know who he is? We can get back to dancing now all over Miami because I'm going to be there in a few months. That's what I heard. And I heard I'm going to be in Vegas too. And I heard I'm going to Australia. I heard I'm going to Belgium. I heard these things. That's right. This is Mr. Ricky Martin. Mr. Ricky Martin. He's a real cutie. He has a boyfriend. And he was in some kind of mix-up a few weeks ago, but they cleared that up, and now we're back to dancing. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you for clearing that up. Our next singer, actress, not singer. She was more like a talk show host, comedian. And now she's retired, worth over $400 million. Hopefully I'll get to meet her when I'm up there in Los Angeles. I hope I get to meet her. She's part of the LGBT two-spirit pronoun community, and we love her. And we hate the fact that her show ended. It ended on a strange kind of a note and everything, but we love this woman. Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this famous talk show host? She had a show for 18 years, 18 seasons. Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this woman is? She's married, and she's part of the LGBT two-spirit pronoun community, and she just got this big, fabulous, brand new car. I hope I get to ride in it when I'm in Los Angeles. Yes! That's right. This is Ellen. Y'all done forgot about Ellen already. Nobody knew this was Ellen. Come on now. You guys couldn't have forgot about Ellen already. That's right. This is Ellen. Ellen Degeneres. We love her. We love her, and we're going to miss her because she did a lot. She did a lot bridging the gap between straight and the LGBT community. She did a lot, Miss Ellen DeGeneres. Our next actress was in Barbershop, and she was also in Chicago. She's been in a whole lot of things. She's a rapper, too. Anybody know who this woman is? She's Miss Covergirl. Miss Covergirl. Anybody know who this two-spirit LGBT two-spirit pronoun community member is? That's right. This is Miss Queen Latifah. You got that, Keith? Look at you. You're good. You're very good. That's right. This is Miss Queen Latifah. We love us some Miss Queen Latifah. She just got on television a few months ago and just told the world she's just who she is. And that's what she should have did from the get-go. But it's never too late to just come out and be who you are. I've been doing that my whole life. And as my families were all my members in my family are heavy Christians, and they never treated me any different. Even when I decided I wanted to just be who I am. I'm an actor, I'm a comedian, I'm a singer, I'm a dancer. I do it all. Anything to keep the coins coming in. Our next celebrity is a fashion mogul. A fashion mogul. He's worth $600 million and he dresses all of the celebrities. And he's an incredible designer. Anybody know who this gentleman is? Anybody know who this gentleman is? Anybody know who this two-spirit pronoun community member is? Yes. Anybody know who this is? This famous designer? I know you guys must know him. He dresses all of the celebrities. And he's worth about $600 million. And I might be doing a little something. We'll see. I keep pushing. That's right. This is Mr. Michael Kors. Mr. Michael Kors. He doesn't have a specific look. This is the only thing I could find. I thought that you guys might be able to catch on. That's right. This is Mr. Michael Kors, and I might be doing a little. You never know. You never know. That's what I heard. I done heard so many rumors, and I'm still sitting in this room here about me, and I'm still sitting here alone. Because as you guys know, I live alone, and I prefer it that way because it's less BS. Our next celebrity, he's passed on now, and he was an R&B legend, and he used to cover all of the hits, and he was famous. He could like nobody else. He could go up and down that scale. Anybody know who Mr. R&B King legend is? Anybody know who this Mr. is? Anybody know? He sang with En Vogue. He sang with Patti LaBelle. He sang with many celebrities. Oprah Winfrey said she went to his house and that's right. This is Mr. Luther Vandross. Mr. Luther Vandross. Oprah said she went to his house and she refused. She told the camera people, don't sit on nothing because everything was pristine. The house was immaculate. She said it was nuts. She was so nervous. It was very funny. Oprah didn't want to sit down. And she said, let's go sit in the kitchen. Let's sit around the table. Very funny. Very funny. That's Mr. Luther Vandross with an immaculate, clean house. Our next celebrity, none of you will get this. If you do, I will be shocked. He was a porn star in 1980s, and all of the LGBT two-spirit gay men had his porn videos. He was part of Falcon, Catalina, and he was a huge star. They wanted to put him on Star Trek, but then that porn caught up with him. It caught up with him. Anybody know who this gentleman is? I saw him many times in the Copa in Fort Lauderdale. Anybody know who this gentleman is? He looks a lot older, but when you see him in his movies, he was gorgeous. He was gorgeous. And he was, how do you say what Michelle Visage would say? What you packing? He was packing. Wow, this gentleman was amazing. His movies are amazing. He's on Catalina and Falcon. I didn't tell you that. That's right. This is Mr. Jeff Stryker. Mr. Jeff Stryker, the king of porn. All gay men had his videos. And if you were a bottom, he loved you. If you were a bottom, I know most straight people do. They probably know what top and bottoms are now. My father used to always say, well, you know, I hope my son isn't the bottom, you know. No father wants their son to be the bride. I was the bride and the groom. I was both of them. But anyway, this is Mr. Jeff Stryker. I almost got off track there, y'all. Mr. Jeff Stryker, the king of porn, 1980s, 80s, 90s. Fabulous. And he's beautiful in those movies if y'all get to see him. Our next celebrity was in Las Vegas for many, 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 many years. She's a gay icon and she's done so much. And she wants you to believe. She wants you to just believe. Gypsy, Tramps, and Thieves. Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this woman is? She loves bugle beads, rhinestones. Every gay impersonator I know have done this woman at one time or another. That's right, Keith. This is Cher. Cher. She still looks like this today. A good plastic surgeon. I'm going to get me one soon, y'all. Don't worry. Let me get a couple of more dollars. I'm going to get one. I'm going to clear up all of this here. Fix it all up. I'm doing okay for 60, so I'm all right. That's right. This is Cher. Ooh, this woman can dress. Drag queen's best friend is Cher because she shows them how to come out there and be a star. Our next celebrity was part of Sylvester, and she was one of the 2 tons of fun. 2 tons of fun. And she sang on everybody's albums. Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who It's Raining Men is? It's Raining Men. She was one of the members of the Weather Girls. She was one of the members of the Weather Girls. That's right, Miss Martha Wash. Oh, Keith, you're smart. You're very smart, Keith. Look at that. That's right. This is Miss Martha Wash, and we love her. I've seen her many times at the Pride festivals, and this woman can sing. This woman can sing. Beyonce, you need to put her in some of your songs in the background. Let her sing and wail, because she can wail. Speaking of wailing, Miss Patti LaBelle can wail. I love Miss Patti LaBelle. She's got the pies in Walmart now. She must have heard me up here in Toronto because I went to Walmart the other day and I saw the pies. So I am going to do a little show on the history of Miss Patti LaBelle and the pies and all that stuff. Y'all just wait. It's coming up. Anyway, our next singer is You Make Me Feel Mighty Real. You Make Me Feel Mighty Real. He was a big part of San Francisco's gay scene for many, many years. He started off in just regular old community theater, and he became one of the biggest, I would say, flamboyant and out gentlemen. That's right, Keith. This is Sylvester. Sylvester, Keith, you're just too smart. You must have seen me do these things. Oh, you just good at this stuff. That's all right, Keith. You keep it going because we got a lot of difficult ones coming up. That's right. This is Sylvester. You Make Me Feel Mighty Real. We love us some Sylvester. He just did it. He was just himself. I remember when Joan Rivers was hosting the Johnny Carson show, and she asked Sylvester about him being a drag queen, and he says, I am not no drag queen. I am Sylvester. Yes, just be yourself, Sylvester. I ain't no drag queen either. People say, do you drag? I'm a drag queen when you're paying me. When you're paying me, you call me what you want to call me. Just keep the checks coming in. Keep them coming in. Our next celebrity was in drag in North Korea. He was in drag in North Korea. He's 6'6", and he's an NHL player. And he was in drag in North Korea in a wedding dress to see the emperor or the king or whatever it is over there in North Korea. And I couldn't believe this NHL player was in drag in North Korea. Anybody know who this cross-dressing NHL drag queen is? Anybody know who this is? Anybody know who this is? This man was in a wedding dress in North Korea in full drag. That's right. This is Mr. Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman was in full bloom. She was in full bloom in North Korea in a wedding dress, getting out to see the king or the emperor over there. I don't know what that was about. How do you get out of a cab in North Korea? Well, anyway, she got out of one. She got out of one in full bloom talking about human rights or something. I don't know what Dennis Rodman was doing. I don't know. And this is him in drag. Can you imagine him coming to the door for his clients? Oh, God, how you doing? Ah! Anyway, this is Dennis Rodman. He should have been in Tu Wong Fu, or what's the other one? Birdcage. He should have been in there. Dennis Rodman, come on now. Apparently, he owned a furniture store in Los Angeles and didn't even sell a piece of furniture. How do you be a basketball player and own a furniture store with Carmen Electra and neither one of y'all can sell furniture? How do you invest in a furniture company in Los Angeles and thinking celebrities who are very rich want to sit on somebody else's furniture. Now, you can't open up no thrift store in Los Angeles, Dennis Rodman and Carmen Electra, and try to think celebrities want to sit on couches somebody else has sat on. I don't know what they was thinking. They was trying to open up a Value Village and a Goodwill. Ooh, come on there. No wonder. Our next celebrity is the Queen of Crime. The Queen of Crime. Her husband was part of the PBS televangelist series on television. And apparently, he went to jail for stealing the congregation's money. But she could cry on a dime, so that's what kept her out of jail. Anybody know who this crying televangelist is? Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this woman is? She could cry on a dime. When the FBI came to her door and asked her, can we see your husband? Because he's stolen the congregation's money and we have a few words for him. That's right. This is Miss Tammy Faye Baker. Miss Tammy Faye Baker. This woman could cry on a dime and she dresses like the only drag queen. And I don't know how she wore all that makeup in Florida as hot as it is up there. I don't know how she did it. I don't know. I don't know how Tammy Faye wore all that makeup in Florida. I guess like those other socialites in Miami. Anyway, our next celebrity is the Queen of the Catwalk. She made an appearance on RuPaul's Drag Race to show the young children how to strut their stuff. She's beautiful, glamorous, but she likes to pick up telephones. And just in case if you ever cleaned her place and something went missing, the telephone, I don't know, you might have left the apartment or the penthouse with a lump on your head. Oh, that's right. This is Miss Naomi Campbell, the queen of putting knots on her maids' heads. That's right, the queen of the catwalk. She will knock you out if she thinks something is missing from her apartment. And she think you took it. But anyway, I'm just allegedly, apparently, it happened or didn't it happen? I don't know, but it's missing. My bracelet is gone, and somebody left her apartment with a lump on their head. Well, anyway, that's right. This is Miss Naomi Campbell, the queen of clucking you on your head if you take anything from her apartment. That was Apparently the bracelet or whatever it is showed up later on. But apparently she likes to fight. Naomi Campbell likes to fight. She should hang out with Mike Tyson, the two of them, the ear biter and the fighter. Oh, I could see it now. They should do a show on that. Put Naomi Campbell on one side and Mike Tyson on the other side, and let's see what happens. Speaking of seeing what's happening, he has a baby now. He's part of the Vanderbilt fortune, and he's real good looking, and he's real cute with his shirt off. I saw him with his shirt off, and I almost fainted because I wanted him real bad, but he's got a baby. And I'm not really good with babies, but I will try, maybe for a hookup or something. This is Mr. CNN himself. Anybody know who Mr. CNN is? This man is very good looking, very good looking. And you should see him with his clothes off. He had his shirt off. And I was like, oh, I'm getting hot. Oh, Lord. Can you say that here on TikTok? I'm getting hot. I don't know. But anyway, I got hot. Anyway, this is Mr. CNN. So that's right, Keith. This is Anderson Cooper. Mr. Anderson Cooper. Very good looking. Very good looking. Now, our next celebrity. A lot of you might not know who this gentleman is. If you didn't follow An Evening at La Cage, the celebrity lookalike show, or Married with Children, you might not know who this gentleman is. And he was also on Dynasty. Now, I worked with him for many years in An Evening at La Cage. Does anybody know who this drag queen is? He worked with Milton Berle in many shows. Anybody know who this famous drag queen is? Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this woman is? She's fabulous. When I used to work with her, I used to be on the floor all the time because this woman was hilarious. Hilarious. And she wore the most ridiculous costumes on the stage. I used to laugh every night when we were working. Because she used to come over to my station and stand there. Girl, what do you think? No, this is not Ethel. No, let me give you another look. She lives in California. She appeared in An Evening at La Cage for many, many years. And she was also Uncle Otto on Married with Children. She also appeared in Dynasty. Let me give you guys another look. I don't know if she's alive. I reached out a few times. I didn't get any messages back. But she would be at least 88, 90 years old now. That's right. This is Gypsy. Gypsy from Married with Children. And an evening at the cars. You can Google. This guy is very funny. He appeared in a show with Milton Berle. And he was also on Married with Children. This is Gypsy. Gypsy James Hawk. And this woman is funny. We used to go to the bars together all the time in St. Martin. And this woman is crazy. She's very funny. You would love her. Next, before RuPaul took over Las Vegas for the drag, this used to be the queen of the strip. The queen of Las Vegas. This used to be the drag queen of Las Vegas. Anybody know who this drag queen of Las Vegas is? Anybody know who this drag queen of Las Vegas? Apparently, she had a discrepancy with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, but straightened everything out after it was too late. And I feel sorry for the girls that ended up out of work, but I'm sure they were okay because they've been around for a long time. But at least she made restitution with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, with the children, because you can't have discrepancies when you have a charitable event and children are involved. You have to make sure everything is great for the kids, no matter what. At the end of the day, you don't need any more dresses and bugle beads and rhinestones. Just do the right thing. That's what I say. Just do the right thing. One step at a time. One step at a time. This was the queen of Las Vegas at one time, and she went tumbling down the rabbit hole. That's right. This is Mr. Frank Marino. Mr. Frank Marino from Las Vegas. He went tumbling, or she went tumbling down the rabbit hole. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I saw that on Entertainment Tonight, and I almost blacked out. I couldn't believe it. Our next singer is Come a Chameleon. Come and go. You know what you do on Friday and Saturday nights when you're on Grindr or Tinder. You're coming and going. Those hookups are something else. Anybody know who this beautiful Culture Club member is? That's right. Keith, look at you. You're so smart, Keith, and you get them quick. I like that. You get them quick. Next week I'm gonna make it a little harder for y'all. I'm gonna do horror because Halloween is coming up, and you guys have been messaging me about doing the horror one that I did a few months ago. So I'm gonna step that up. Anyway, that's right. This is Mr. Boy George. Mr. Boy George. We love us, Mr. Boy George is just being himself from the beginning, and that is amazing. He was never changing for nobody. And you know what? I give him. Beyonce, you should have put Boy George in that video too, because he was a queen of, at one time. He was a queen of one time. We danced off. So. Anyway, our next celebrity, I'm getting ahead of myself, y'all. Our next celebrity is the king of fashion. He's really cute. Apparently, he takes 5 showers a day. 5 showers a day. And he's really good looking. And he wouldn't be who he is today if it wasn't for Jeffrey Bean. If it wasn't for Jeffrey Bean or Gregory Bean, fashion designer, that man gave him his break. This guy's real cute. Apparently he takes 5 showers a day. Well, you can come visit me anytime if you decide that, you like girls like me. I'm a single woman now, and I'm not really looking for no man. I'm just looking for an opportunity, and you look like you dress real good, so I think there's an opportunity. That's right, Mr. Tom Ford. Look at you, Keith. Mr. Tom Ford, a real good-looking man. And got a great career, takes 5 showers a day, he's clean. Hint, hint to some of you straight men that be trying to do these hookups. The girls have been telling me y'all ain't y'all better wash everything up. Clean it up. Get you some Palmolive or some Dettol. That Dettol soap is very good at making sure everything is good and clean. Our next celebrity is really upset. She's all over TikTok right now. She's upset with the orange man. Apparently, she wants him arrested immediately. Because when he was the president, the two of them went back and forth on Twitter about his hair. about his hair. And she had a big viewpoint about his hair. She appeared on The View. Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this two-spirit pronoun community member is? That's right, Keith. This is Rosie ODonnell. I'm not making it too easy for y'all. I'm not making it too easy. This is Miss Rosie ODonnell. Apparently, she and a group of other lesbian women were on these motorcycles headed towards Mar-a-Lago. That's what I heard. They had a convoy like the one in Ottawa, and they were on their way to Mar-a-Lago to straighten things out with the orange man. Apparently, he wasn't home. The FBI was at his house. Apparently. Anyway, that's right, Keith. This is Miss Rosie ODonnell. Miss Rosie ODonnell. We love her. Rosie, I love you. I see you all the time on TikTok. I know you watch my stuff. I see you all the time on TikTok, and you're very funny. You just let Donald have it. Donald can't get a minute's rest. You know, Donald can't get a minute's rest. Speaking of not having a minute's rest, our next actor is from The Birdcage. The Birdcage. And he played the starring role in that show. Starina. Anybody know who this actor is that played Starina in The Birdcage? Y'all excuse me one minute. There we go. Anybody know who this actor is? Who played Starina in The Birdcage? Starina. That's right, Mr. Nathan Lane. Look at you, Keith. You're so good. Oh my God, everybody's catching up. That's right. Mr. Nathan Lane played Starina in The Birdcage. Yes, we love Mr. Nathan Lane. He pierced the toast. If you didn't see that movie, you should see it. It's quite funny. And to watch Robin Williams try to teach her how to be butch and walk, it was the most hilarious thing. Because, you know, queens always think that they're walking butch and their hands are all in the air and everything. And my ex-boyfriend used to tell me that all the time. He used to always say, I'm going to get you a bicycle with the V in the middle. I said, well, why are you getting me that? And he says he wanted to put my hair in pigtails. But anyway, it was a funny thing. He used to say that all the time and weird things to me because I used to say, I'm not that feminine. And he would try to... Anyway, proved to me that I was a Nelly Old Queen. But anyway, speaking of Nelly Old Queens, here's two. These two Nelly Old Queens here. One was from the 1940s, and he did a lot of telethons to raise money. He was also in black and white movies. And this is his co-partner in crime, and both of them are in drag. Anybody know who these two Nelly Old Queens were? I don't think he was part of the LGBT two-spirit pronoun community, but I know he was. Anybody know who these two gentlemen are? This one was part of the, I almost said the name, the telethon. Did you get that? That's right. This is Mr. Milton Berle. Keith, do you know who this is? He used to run a telethon on television and raise lots of money for different charities. And he's been in all of the 40s and 50s movies. Anybody know who this is? This is Mr. Bob Hope. Bob Hope in full drag with Milton Berle. The two of them are in full drag. Letting them have it. And look at Milton Berle. She was just ready. Look at her. She's like, girl, where the stage at? Where is the stage, Miss Thing? Oh, do I remember? No, child, I'm 60. I would not be back there with Bob Hope and Milton Berle. I just turned 60 years old. So, I don't know much about the 40s and 50s as far as, seeing them on television and watching their movies. I'm a very good historian. If you want to understand a little bit more about me, I'm very smart. I used to make straight A's in school and in college. I got straight A's. I was a smart person. Don't tell nobody. I act dumb because I want to keep everything that I have to myself. Speaking of keeping things to themselves, they live in a castle. And he's married to a Canadian. Anybody know who I'm Still Standing is? I'm Still Standing. Anybody know who that is? Anybody know who Mr. I'm Still Standing is? Anybody know who this is? Anybody know who this is? Anybody know who? I'm still saying he has a Yellow Brick Road tour coming. That's right. This is Mr. Elton John. Keith, look at you. Me and you should do the shows together. Yes, we should do that. You're smart. You're smart there, Keith. That's right. This is Mr. Elton John. When he was back in the 1970s, just expressing himself. He knew how to do it. Dress it up. Sing it. Dress it up. This is Vegas. Let's do it, honey. They tell me that all the time. They tell me that my drag, sometimes I'm cross-dressing and all of this kind of stuff. I can forget how to do the drag that I used to do. It ain't that. It's just that when it's not paying, I'm not doing. When drag pays big, I get big. I don't really do the small gay clubs anymore. I'm a businesswoman now. I want to be in the theaters where the real money is. When you're 60, you understand theater. And you understand that when you live alone, you got to work and get all the money. That's all to it. Just in case something happens. Anybody know who this woman is in this bird dress? Anybody know who this woman is in this bird dress? I can't remember what song she sings. If y'all know what song she sings, I can't remember the song she sang. That's right, this is Bjork. But y'all remember the song she sang? I can't remember. I don't think I never danced to any song she sang. I don't even know what she sings. I know her name, and I've seen her on the award shows a few times. But I don't know what song she sings. Oh, she sang, It's Oh So Cold. Oh, yeah. Oh, that song. Oh, that's Miss Bjork. Oh, yes. I wonder what she doing now. That one song, she must be out of money now because that one song, she sang that so long ago. She must need money. Because that song can't be making no money on Spotify. Speaking of not making any money or trying to make some money, very rich, very smart. I saw him do this prank on television in New Jersey with his aunt. She came home and he had repainted her house. They were painting her house a bright orange color in New Jersey. For this big prank. Anybody know who this talk show host is that repainted his aunt's house and wrecked her? He wrecked her. She came home and they were painting her house bright orange. It was the most funniest thing ever. If you didn't see that, you should see that. That's right. This is Jimmy Kimmel. He painted his aunt's house. It was white and brown or something. And when she came home, it was fluorescent orange. She was fuming. It was so funny. It was so funny. Jimmy Kimmel, that's right. The man with the pranks. He pulled the prank on his aunt, and then he called her and tried to act like nothing is happening. And she's screaming on the phone, "Did you do this?" It was very funny. Well, anyway, you can't have a bright orange house on the corner lot of